Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to discuss the genius behind the Tesla Model S Plaid as not only a feat of innovation, but as quite simply the greatest piece of marketing I have seen in 2021 thus far. We will also be using Google Trends to see how this marketing has affected Tesla compared to its competitors. And please stay to the end as I'll also be discussing how you can use what Tesla does in its marketing strategy in order to improve your own marketing strategy for your own business. So, let's get started. On the 10th of June 2021, the founder of Tesla, Elon Musk, unveiled Tesla's latest invention, the Model S Plaid. Now, how much buzz did this marketing stint generate exactly? Well, if we search on YouTube or Google, you'll understand that as you are typing in the word or the term that you are searching for, the very first items which appear underneath that are the ones which are the most trending. Now, if we go ahead and we do this on YouTube or we do this on Google, we'll see that everyone is searching about the Tesla Model S Plaid. Now, we can even take this a step further and look at Google Trends, which is a fantastic tool, by the way. But what do we see again? We see that there is a spike very recently in Tesla searches. Shout out to the Cyberturck though. I've never seen anything quite like that. But anyway, back to the Google Trends, we see that very recently there has been a spike in the searches for the Model S Plaid, and I have a theory that this will probably even get more and more attention as they begin to roll more of them out and they actually start to compare the Tesla Model S Plaid in drag races to other cars. I think those type of videos will extract an obscene amount of attention to Tesla. Now, I think we all know that Tesla has a habit of making their launch events very interesting, and this launch event was no different. You see, Tesla, they love to use these delivery events as a core part of their marketing strategy. You see, the best marketing strategies are the ones which get the customers talking, the ones which create the most buzz. Now, this is not something that Tesla invented, but it is the cornerstone of the greatest marketing strategies in the world, in my opinion. I don't think it's unfair or outlandish to say that Apple introduced, or more like nailed, these forms of marketing to the world with the introduction of the iPod, the iPhone, and the iPad. What is so powerful with these events is that they introduce things we have never seen before. Now, in Tesla's case, if I take us back to November of 2017, Tesla teased the launch of the new Tesla Roadster, which had some of the most mind-blowing performance figures we have ever seen. Then, in November of 2019, they, in a similar fashion, unveiled the Tesla Cyberturck. Yes, the truck with the rigid, futuristic design with the bulletproof glass. Well, supposedly bulletproof. Now, most recently, they did their next big thing, the Tesla Model S Plaid, making a family sedan faster than any other road car we have ever seen before. Yes, a comfortable 4-seater car that does 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. But let's add some value here. How do they create these events which generate so much buzz and interest? What is driving this strategy of theirs? Well, if you look at it, it's quite ironic actually. And that is that it is not phenomenal marketing which is driving these incredible PR stunts, but instead it's the product and the technology which has gone into making the product which generates all this buzz. I will be the first to admit that there's definitely an art to marketing. However, the greatest pieces of marketing come from those companies that have gone ahead and truly invested into making phenomenal products. When you think of Apple and when you think of Tesla over the last 2 decades or so, the greatest stunts that they have produced, the greatest PR stunts, are those which stem not from marketing genius, but those which stem from product and engineering genius. You see, what Apple and Tesla more recently have nailed is that they understand that people want to talk about products which they have never seen before, products which can do things we never thought possible, products which defy the norm. That is the key. And where does it all start? The product. Now, Seth Godin, arguably one of the greatest intellectuals surrounding the topic of marketing, up there with Philip Kotler in my opinion, had a very simple and well-known idea to explain the key to great marketing. And that is the idea of a purple cow. Let me explain before you think I'm possibly on something. Now, let's imagine you're in the back seat of a car and you're driving through the countryside. You know how it goes. You see rolling hills, a few horses and crops here and there, and a few more cars. And you probably don't say much. But what if you noticed, while you were sitting in the back seat, a purple cow on one of the farms you are driving past? How do you think you're going to react? Do you think you are just going to sit there as you were before and not say a word? Probably not. I'm quite certain you'll probably be puzzled for a few seconds, and then following this, you'll go on to tell everyone in the car that you just saw a purple cow. Now, what did the purple cow do? It turned you into a walking advertisement. And how did it do this? Well, it showed you something you had never seen before. Tesla events are no different. And in the case of the Tesla Model S Plaid, it just exemplifies this principle. Tesla went ahead and fine-tuned their car. And they didn't want to just make a car that looked decent or great, which I think it does, but they wanted to go ahead and add a little bit of spice, so to say. You see, producing a standard car with the usual standard features we have come to expect from car companies isn't good enough. And Elon Musk knows this. He knows that you cannot just make a standard car and then go ahead and play adverts over YouTube videos or in the middle of Super Bowl ad breaks. He knows it's not enough. If anything, he knows that when you do this, it just shows how poor and boring your product is. Anyway, so what does Elon do? Elon invests so much R&D into the products that Tesla pops out, so that not only are they the best in their field in terms of drive quality and looks, etc., but that they actually are the fastest things on the planet. Why? Because that is what sells. That is what creates the buzz and the interest. In this day and age, we live in an environment where it's extremely easy to market a product. Just give it to someone popular and have them flog it. But the problem with this is that this business model is so easy to replicate. Someone else selling the similar or a same product can do the exact same thing. Where's the long-term competitive advantage in that? I have no doubt that following this strategy can bring short-term success, and even tremendous short-term success at that. But in the long run, it doesn't help to develop a sustainable competitive advantage, not in the slightest. If you have a business, you need to invest in the product, as that will guarantee not only the long-term potential of the business, but also its marketing strategy. For all the hungry entrepreneurs out there who are wanting to supercharge their marketing strategy, there's no better way to do this than to start with the product, and just like Elon Musk, make it better than anything else out there. At his core, this is all Elon really does. If you look at all of his tweets, he loves to compare his products to the competitors, and you will always notice that he makes a point of identifying that his products are the best, or his product is 10 times better or more efficient or longer range than the competitors. That is all he is after, and that echoes into his marketing strategy. And at the end of the day, that's what makes a company have a competitive advantage over another company producing a product which is better than anything else out there. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.